Hi, I'm Barbara, and today we'll go through a few basic reformer exercises you can easily do at home. Here's Tomasz, who will demonstrate the exercises for us. First, remove the headrest for the initial exercise and lie down on your back. Position your shoulders behind the shoulder rests. Place your arms comfortably alongside your body and begin by positioning yourself on your toes in the fundamental footwork position. Your feet should be positioned hip-width apart, or perhaps even slightly wider for enhanced stability. Your toes should gently yet firmly wrap around the foot bar. Take a deep cleansing breath in, consciously engage your lower abdominal muscles, and then slowly exhale as you smoothly press out to fully extend your legs. Inhale deeply to gracefully return to the precise starting position. Exhale to gently press the carriage out, and then inhale to smoothly return. Keep your heels actively engaged. Do not allow them to collapse below the foot bar at any point. Always strive to maintain a consistent height and proper alignment throughout the movement. Breathing is absolutely key to this exercise. Keep your lower ribs stable and firmly in place. Consciously breathe deeply into the sides of your rib cage as if you're slowly and deliberately expanding a large, sturdy umbrella. Then exhale gently through slightly parted lips, just like you're softly blowing out a delicate candle flame. Now, let's carefully complete the very last repetition of this set. Now carefully change the foot position. Pause the reformer completely and then gently slide your feet so that the arches of your feet are precisely positioned on the foot bar. Repeat the exact same controlled movement. Exhale deeply to press the carriage out, extending your legs fully, and then inhale slowly to return the carriage back to the starting position. This is the very first and fundamental Pilates position, serving as an excellent and comprehensive warm-up for the entire body. It effectively activates a wide range of muscle groups, including the powerful glutes, the strong legs, the flexible hamstrings, and the robust quadriceps. As you perform this exercise, it is crucial to maintain a stable and neutral pelvis firmly on the carriage. The entire movement should gracefully originate from your hip joints, ensuring a smooth and controlled motion. Let's proceed with the next 2 repetitions, focusing on precision and control. And now, let's smoothly complete the final repetition, bringing this set to a perfect conclusion. Let's now add another variation, this time originating from the heels. Carefully place your heels on the foot bar, ensuring your feet stay comfortably hip-width apart. Inhale deeply, and as you slowly exhale, gently press your legs out into a full extension. Your legs should be straight, but your knees can remain slightly soft for comfort. There are, of course, many more variations to explore, but we will demonstrate the basic positions for now. All right, let's really push ourselves and go for 3 more challenging and effective repetitions, aiming for a truly beneficial workout. 2, and now for the very last one. Great, we are completely done with this segment. Let me now show you something truly beneficial that you can easily add to your routine right at home. Before moving into the next specific position, it is important to gradually widen your stance. Ensure your heels go inward while your toes point distinctly outward, moving into a clear external rotation, much like preparing for a deep squat. Proceed to perform the exact same movement, just once or perhaps twice, very slowly and deliberately. Make sure your knees move clearly outwards throughout the motion. Remember to inhale deeply and slowly through your nose, and then exhale completely and smoothly through your mouth. We can now add the V foot position. That means you'll go back to hip-width apart on your toes and press your heels together. You can slightly widen your feet, that's it. As you exhale, press out while keeping your heels together and engage your inner thighs. Inhale to return to the starting position. Just do a few simple repetitions of the exercise. Great, let's finish up everything completely now. The second position, which is very popular, is the bridge position. We'll place our feet on the heels. You can also do it from the balls of the feet, but heels are generally more comfortable. Inhale here, and on the exhale, tilt your pelvis, lift your hips toward the ceiling and roll up into a bridge. Your body should form a straight line, shoulders, hips, and knees aligned. Inhale at the top, and then exhale as you slowly articulate down to the mat, vertebra by vertebra. Let's repeat that a few times. Exhale, tilt the pelvis, roll up into bridge. Inhale at the top, exhale to articulate the spine down, vertebra by vertebra, pressing the navel toward the spine and imprinting the lumbar spine as the last point down. This is a really nice and beneficial exercise to effectively warm up the entire upper body, preparing it for further activity. But we only roll up to the bottom edge of the shoulder blades, never onto the neck. The neck should remain relaxed. Let's do one last one and hold at the top. This is the basic version of the exercise. If we want to try something more advanced, we'll add a variation. Again, exhale to lift into the bridge. Hold at the top, and now let's involve the hamstrings. Inhale, and with the exhale, extend the legs. Excellent. Inhale as you bend the knees again. The goal here is to maintain the pelvis at the same height if possible. Engage the core to help keep your body stable and aligned like a plank. This is a more advanced variation. If you'd like to challenge yourself further, extend the arms toward the ceiling. Now we're adding stability and balance work. Let's go for 2 more reps and finish it off. We'll park the reformer and gently return onto the mat, vertebra by vertebra. Excellent. We can also do this exercise as a single leg variation. Let's show a few reps to give you an idea of how it works. Great. The right leg will go into tabletop. 90-degree angle, knee aligned with the hip, and the toes can point forward. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, press out with the left leg as if you're pushing off the wall. Inhale as you return to the starting position. Exhale to press out, and inhale to return. Aim for about 8 to 10 repetitions. Of course, this is individual. As a general guideline, 8 to 10 reps is recommended. On your next exhale, hold the position and extend your right leg towards the ceiling. Then, very slowly and deliberately, inhale deeply and gently return to the initial starting position. Carefully bend both knees back up towards your chest, bringing them into a tabletop position, and then smoothly switch legs. Now, allow your left leg to gracefully come up to the tabletop position, and with a controlled exhale, gently press your right leg straight out. Make absolutely certain to keep your left leg perfectly stable and secure in the tabletop position throughout this movement. Additionally, it is crucial not to forget to keep your core muscles fully engaged and actively braced throughout the entire duration of the exercise. Next, on an exhale, hold the extension, right leg extended, and now extend the left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Then bend both knees and return to the starting position. You can repeat this with both legs extended as another variation. There are lots of options here. Okay, let's give the legs a little rest and move on to the core and arms. I'll remove some springs. We'll stay on 2 green springs. It depends on the reformer you're using. Tomasz, for example, has more upper body strength, so he could handle a heavier load, but for women, 2 green springs is appropriate. We'll take the long straps in our hands. Long ones offer slightly more ease of movement, while short ones provide more resistance. Take a deep breath, straighten your arms toward the ceiling, and bring your legs to tabletop. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring your arms down alongside your hips to the reformer. Inhale to return up. Let's repeat. Aim to keep the shoulders pressing down into the mat. Now we'll start to engage the abdominal muscles. On the next exhale, hold the arms by the hips and extend the right leg diagonally forward. Inhale to bend the right leg and return the arms to the ceiling. And now switch legs. That's it. So now you alternate legs in this position, right leg, then left leg. Let's do 1 more on each side and add another variation. Great release. Excellent. Repeat again. Legs in tabletop, arms reaching to the ceiling. This time we'll extend both legs. So inhale, and with the exhale, arms reach down to hip level, legs extend forward. Inhale to return. Your core is still working hard, and to challenge it even more, let's add a new variation. Pause, return the legs to tabletop and arms to the ceiling. This time, lift your head and shoulders off the mat just to the bottom edge of your shoulder blades. Arms stay beside your body, legs can stay in tabletop or extend for a more advanced version. That's it. So your head and shoulders gently lift off, coming up to the very bottom edge of your shoulder blades. Your legs can be extended out long or they can stay in a tabletop position. Let's do 2 more repetitions, and then exhale for the very last one. And relax back into the starting position. You can place your feet on the foot bar and gently rock your knees side to side. Now let's explore some arm variations lying down. We'll add a tricep-focused move. Legs again in tabletop, arms reaching up. Deep inhale, then exhale and bring the arms to hip level. Pause, inhale, bend your elbows. Exhale, straighten the arms forward, reaching out as if someone is pulling you from your fingertips. Inhale to return and exhale to stretch forward again. You can add leg movement, for example, straighten the right leg as you extend your arms or both legs. That's it. Great. There are truly countless variations. And if you truly want to challenge your core strength even further, you can gently lift your head and your shoulders completely off the mat, just as you would in a standard curl. Now, with careful control, perform the very same tricep extension movement. That's absolutely perfect. Let's finish this set with 2 more repetitions. And now the final one, giving it your absolute best effort. Excellent. Take a few calming breaths and we'll do one last variation for the chest muscles. Again, legs in tabletop, arms reaching to the ceiling. Move into a curl, head and shoulders off, arms to hip level. Rotate the palms to face the body. Inhale to open arms out wide. Exhale to bring them back together. Keep the abdominals tight, lower ribs drawn in. Visualize being in a flying airplane position. Exhale to bring the arms together. Pull the shoulder blades and shoulders down. Great. Last 2 reps. And the final one, perfect. Let the arms gently rest and let's carefully move the straps to the feet. While we're still comfortably lying down on the carriage, we'll proceed to finish some essential leg variations. Begin by bending one leg, then smoothly push off the foot bar and meticulously place the long strap securely around the very middle of your foot. Extend both legs deliberately toward the ceiling, ensuring your pelvis remains firmly grounded and stable on the carriage. Allow your arms to rest completely at your sides, relaxed and still. Inhale deeply, and as you slowly exhale, consciously lower the legs down to the level of the foot bar. Then inhale to smoothly return them to the starting position. Exhale to press down with control and inhale to come back up with precision. Only lower as far as you can ensure the ribs stay fully connected and the neutral spine is perfectly maintained without any overarching of the low back. Keep the core deeply engaged throughout the entire movement. Next, on the exhale, lower the legs diagonally toward the foot bar, then bend the knees toward the chest. Exhale to extend again. Keep the heels together. Inhale to open the knees out. Exhale to extend the legs forward. Repeat. Keep the pelvis in neutral and move from the hips. Do 6 to 8 reps. Finish the last one, extend legs up again. There are so many variations in the legs in straps series. For example, bend the knees into tabletop, heels together, toes slightly apart. Open the legs wide to the sides in a squat-like stance. That's it. Adjust the range slightly. In this squat position, exhale to extend the legs forward. Inhale to bend as if doing a squat. Maintain external rotation of the feet. Heels pressed together, toes outwards. We're still on 2 green springs. For men, 1 red spring might also work well. Finish the last rep and keep the legs straight. Bring the heels together again, toes apart. Inhale, and as you exhale, press the legs down toward the foot bar. Inhale to return up. Toes reach outward. Exhale, straight legs down to the foot bar. Inhale, up and out. You're working the quads, also engaging hamstrings and inner thighs. Let's finish with the last 3. And 1 more. Excellent. Everyone's favorite, leg circles. These can be done at the beginning or end of class. We'll start with the first variation. Deep inhale, legs toward the ceiling. Exhale to press the legs down toward the foot bar. Open them to the sides and draw a circle back to the ceiling. Exhale to draw the external circle back to the top. Arms can rest, or you can place hands on the hip bones to monitor pelvic movement. Flexibility range is individual. Only open the legs as far as you can maintain pelvis in neutral. The core stays stable. Repeat 6 to 8 reps. Last 2, then we'll reverse the direction. Last 1. Great. Slowly extend your legs straight up towards the ceiling, then smoothly reverse the movement. Gently open your legs outwards, pressing them down past the footbar with control. Nicely and gracefully done. This is a very pleasant and beneficial exercise for effectively releasing tension in the hips and deeply stretching the hip flexors. It's a wonderful way to improve your flexibility and overall comfort in your lower body. This movement truly helps to open up those tight areas, promoting greater ease of movement and reducing any stiffness you might be feeling. Wonderful. We are now approaching the final repetitions. Last 3, then 2, and finally the very last one. And just the final last one. Great. Let's finish up this exercise. Remove the straps from your feet and carefully hang them back on the designated pegs located behind the headrest. Then with great care, gently get off the reformer from one side. Perfect. We'll keep just one green spring on for the next exercise. Let's now move into the foot lunges. I personally prefer to do these lunges using the reformer box as it provides a stable and elevated surface, but it certainly depends on the specific height of your particular machine. We'll be using the box today for this demonstration, but if your reformer is significantly taller off the floor, you can absolutely perform these lunges without it, so very carefully step onto the box. Great. Your right foot will be positioned quite near the edge, and then place your left foot securely on the reformer so that your toes gently rest on it with the heel just touching the shoulder rest. Take a deep cleansing breath, consciously lengthen your spine upward, and on the exhale, smoothly extend the left leg back, bend deeply into the right knee, and gracefully go into the lunge position. That's it. Inhale to return to the starting position. You can lean slightly forward over the right thigh, then smoothly come back up. Your arms can comfortably go on your hips or be placed in a prayer position in front of your chest. Excellent work. It's important to keep a 90-degree angle in the right leg, knee above ankle. Inhale to return. For stability, press your right heel into the box. Don't forget to keep the core engaged. We should always aim for about 6 to 8 repetitions for this particular exercise. We are currently on one medium spring, specifically our vibrant green spring. Let's now finish the very last 2 remaining repetitions, and then the absolute last one. There are also many interesting and beneficial variations of this particular exercise. Let's carefully add 2 more with arms fully extended. Inhale deeply, and with the exhale, gently raise the arms smoothly overhead as you gracefully go into a deep lunge, and then inhale to slowly return to the starting position. This creates a nice, flowing, and continuous movement, perfectly coordinating the entire body. Excellent work. Always strive to keep the pelvis in a perfectly neutral and stable position. Good. Ensure that your head, neck, and spine remain perfectly aligned throughout the entire movement. Great. We are now down to the last 2 items on our list, almost finished. And the final one. Let's pause at the bottom of the lunge and hold. Now we'll do a slightly more advanced variation. Inhale, bring both arms toward your body and bend your left knee. Excellent. Exhale, extend everything again. We're in the scooter position. Repeat, that's it. This is another quite advanced and challenging position. You're actively engaging your powerful glutes and also your strong quadriceps muscles. We certainly won't torture Tomasz for too long at all. Let's proceed to do just 2 more repetitions. Great. And relax. Perfect. For a smooth and seamless transition, carefully step off the box and then gently place it horizontally on the reformer, positioning it across the shoulder rests. Great. Now please sit comfortably on the box, facing the footbar or any other suitable support. This particular position is truly ideal for those individuals who may experience knee pain or who find it challenging to sit directly on their heels. The entire body should feel completely relaxed here. Now please grab the short straps. We're still on one green spring, ideal resistance for women. Tomasz could be on a green and a yellow spring, but we'll stick with just one green for now. Sit on your sit bones, spine tall. Take a deep inhale, arms bent with elbows close to your sides. Exhale, extend your arms forward to shoulder level. Inhale to return. Exhale, extend, inhale to return. Focus on keeping the shoulders down away from your ears. Excellent. Pull your shoulder blades down as well. This is the serving position. Excellent. Do a full 6 to 8 repetitions again, focusing on controlled movements. Now let's carefully add a completely new layer to this exercise. Keep your arms fully extended throughout the entire movement, ensuring they remain straight. Inhale deeply as you slowly turn your palms toward the ceiling, feeling the stretch. Then gracefully open your arms wide to the sides, maintaining control. Exhale completely as you smoothly return your arms forward to the starting position and then gently bend them back to the original relaxed stance. Let's do a few more of these precise movements. Exhale deliberately to reach far forward, extending your reach. Inhale slowly to return completely back to the initial position. You're truly and effectively working your shoulder muscles here, engaging them deeply with each repetition. This is absolutely awesome. Finish the very last repetition with precision and control. Your arms should stay firmly at shoulder level throughout, and then you can gently release them, feeling the accomplishment. Perfect. This is your very last repetition. That's truly great work. Take a moment to shake out your wrists if you feel the need, gently relax your arms, and then let's enthusiastically try some exciting new variations. Next, you can perform the exact same movement with your arms fully extended but comfortably relaxed along the side of the box. Inhale deeply and slowly, and on straight arms, carefully lift your arms up to a comfortable shoulder level. This particular version also effectively activates the chest muscles, providing a good workout. Inhale to smoothly return to the starting position. Exhale, deliberately stretch your arms forward with control, and then inhale to gracefully return. Perfect. Your back is looking absolutely beautifully upright and strong. Let's go for the last 3 repetitions, really pushing through. 2, and the very last one. Perfect. Let's try a few more interesting variations for inspiration. Here's a particular favorite of mine. Extend your arms straight forward and gently rotate them externally. Great. Keep your elbows quite close to your sides and slowly draw a big O shape with your arms. Deep inhale, then exhale and smoothly draw the O upward, elbows remaining unlocked. Inhale to return to the starting position. Exhale, arms gracefully go overhead into an O, inhale to return. Excellent. Again, it is crucial to consistently maintain your shoulders down and away from your ears throughout this exercise. This perfect form is essential for maximizing the benefits and preventing any strain. Let's proceed to do 3 more repetitions. This is indeed a challenging exercise demanding significant effort, but it is exceptionally effective for strengthening and sculpting your shoulders, contributing to overall upper body stability and definition. And now for the final powerful repetition, ensuring you give it your absolute best effort. Awesome. Now for our very last seated variation, let's perform a gentle hugging motion. Extend your arms deliberately forward to a comfortable shoulder height, keeping your elbows slightly soft. Inhale deeply, open the arms wide. Exhale slowly, close as if warmly hugging someone. Inhale to thoughtfully open and exhale to smoothly close. Aim to consistently keep the elbows at shoulder level. That's a truly great position. This entire movement primarily originates from your shoulder joints. There should be minimal to absolutely no discernible movement occurring at the elbows throughout this exercise. Let's do 3 more repetitions of this exercise, specifically 2 more, to ensure we thoroughly complete the set and achieve our fitness goals for today. And just 1 more final last rep. Perfect, that's absolutely great. Now, carefully return the straps back to their original and designated place. Following that, we will proceed to effectively activate the core muscles. To do this, please grab this particular and specially prepared strap that we have made ready for your use. Put both feet into the straps with your toes pointed. Excellent. I'll add 1 more spring for extra stability, but keep in mind that the exact resistance here isn't too important. Try to extend your legs so they're just hovering. That's it. Make sure you're sitting on both seat bones. Gently shift backward. That's it. Cross your arms over your chest and sit up straight. Inhale, tuck your pelvis under and roll down. Roll down as far as your lumbar spine allows. Your legs may extend and float. That's it. Inhale, return to sitting. Repeat the movement. Exhale slowly, gently tuck the pelvis in. Inhale, sit back up. The goal is to round the lumbar spine into a C-curve shape. That's the idea. Excellent. On the last one, stop at the top and hold. This time we'll add an advanced variation. Extend your arms forward, inhale, exhale, tuck the pelvis, and roll down. Same thing, return to seated. Let's do 3 more repetitions. Only go as low as your core support system truly allows. You absolutely shouldn't feel any sharp pain in your lower back. If you do experience any discomfort, it means you've gone a little too far and should adjust accordingly. Great. Pause at the very bottom for the last one. Hold this advanced and challenging position. Extend your arms slowly and deliberately up toward the ceiling and inhale deeply as you return to the center. Again, arms up toward the ceiling, reaching high. Back to the very center, slowly and deliberately roll all the way up to a comfortable sitting position again. Perfect. There are even more rotation options available here too, specifically designed for engaging your obliques. Begin by extending your arms straight forward in front of you. Inhale deeply, then as you exhale, gently tuck your pelvis under and smoothly rotate your torso towards the right side. It's crucial to keep your pelvis as neutral and stable as possible throughout this movement. Now extend your arms overhead towards the ceiling and then rotate your torso to the left side. After completing the rotation, gently go back to the center and then sit up tall again, lengthening your spine. Repeat this entire sequence 2 more times. First, tuck your pelvis, then rotate to the right, now rotate to the left, return to the center, and finally sit up tall. Great. Just 1 more time through this complete rotation sequence. Perfect. Return to the starting position and relax. Great. Now we'll finish the legs on the other side. Carefully remove the straps from your feet and keep 1 green spring. Place the box next to the reformer for lunges. Carefully and deliberately step onto the box. This time precisely place your left foot on the very edge of the reformer and your right foot comfortably near the closest shoulder rest. Find your stable balance with your hands gently resting on your hips. Begin this movement by gracefully lengthening your entire spine with a deep, full inhale, then slowly exhale and smoothly flow down into a controlled lunge. Lean slightly forward, maintaining your balance over your left thigh, then inhale deeply and return to your starting position. Repeat this entire sequence with precision and control. Pay careful attention to your left knee throughout this exercise. Aim for a precise 90-degree bend, ensuring the knee is stacked directly over the ankle. Extend your right leg as far as you can comfortably. Again, perform 6 to 8 repetitions of this movement. We are now approaching the culmination of this intense workout session, focusing on the very last 2 repetitions and then the absolute final, concluding repetition of this entire set. This is where all your effort and dedication will truly pay off, pushing through to the very end. Excellent. Now let's involve the arms in this movement. Take a deep inhale and slowly raise your arms overhead until they are perfectly in line with your ears. Then, with a controlled exhale, gently return your arms to the starting position. For the next repetition, inhale again, bringing your arms up to ear level. That's absolutely perfect. Remember to keep pressing your shoulders down and away from your ears, even when your arms are fully extended overhead. Maintain that strong, stable posture throughout the exercise. We are now on the last 3 repetitions of this exercise. On the very final one of these repetitions, we will make sure to stay down in the lowered position and then carefully add the scooter into the movement. 2 final powerful rep. Stay down deeply. Inhale slowly, gently bend your right knee and carefully pull it toward the left side. Position your arms at hip level. Exhale completely, extending everything back again with control. This demonstrates truly beautiful coordination, excellent balance, and remarkable stability. Exhale slowly, extending the right leg smoothly forward with your arms reaching out. Then inhale gently to return to the starting position. Let's go for 3 more repetitions, maintaining your focus. 2 and the very last one. Perfect. Slowly stand up and gently release the tension. Let's smoothly transition into a stable 4-point plank position. We'll try a slightly different variation here, so carefully go on all fours, ensuring your hands are firmly placed on the stable platform. You can lower the foot bar if it is needed for your comfort and stability. Now, gently but firmly press your feet against the shoulder rests, feeling the engagement. Great. Transfer your entire body weight smoothly and deliberately into your arms. You are now in a stable tabletop position. Inhale deeply, then exhale slowly and gently. Lift your knees approximately 5 centimeters off the reformer apparatus. With the very next exhale, carefully extend your legs straight back. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, extend your legs fully. That's it. You can slightly lift your hips a little higher here. That's great. Your core muscles are always actively engaged, and the single green spring offers a manageable and consistent resistance. Your core must work diligently to bring the carriage in. Perform a total of 6 to 8 controlled repetitions. Do 2 more repetitions and then hold a stable plank position with your legs fully extended. This can be a completely static plank hold, maintaining a rigid body, or alternatively, you have the option to gently push away through your arms and shoulder joints, allowing for a subtle gliding motion slightly backward before smoothly returning to the starting position. Remember to exhale deliberately as you initiate that push. You certainly don't need to move a great distance, just a few centimeters of movement is entirely sufficient. The extent to which you can comfortably go will, of course, largely depend on the inherent strength of your forearms. Perform 2 more repetitions to bring this exercise to a complete finish. That's absolutely great. Truly excellent work. Return to your starting position. Gently bend your knees, slowly sit back onto your heels, and carefully shake out your wrists with small, gentle circles if you feel the need to do so. In this comfortable position, let's proceed to perform one more beneficial Pilates exercise. Please raise the foot bar to an appropriate height and maintain 1 green spring. Or alternatively, you may choose to add a second green spring or even 1 red spring if that is your personal preference for resistance. Carefully place your hands firmly on the foot bar and then gently lift your hips into a stable half plank position. Gradually shift your knees further back to create ample space for the movement. As you exhale, powerfully push away from your arms, extending fully. As you inhale, smoothly return to the starting point and consciously open your chest wide, looking forward with a steady gaze. Exhale once more, pushing away again with controlled strength. Maintain that strong plank shape, actively lengthening your entire body. Inhale, return slowly and deliberately. Open your chest wide and expansively. You also have the option to place your hands wider apart on the foot bar to further enhance this stretch and engagement. Absolutely perfect. Repeat this exercise for a total of 6 to 8 repetitions. Let's now finish this complete set of movements. It is quite a pleasant and enjoyable move, so we may find ourselves wanting to stay in this position for a little longer. This is the very last one to finish the sequence. Now, from this precise and stable position, you can smoothly and deliberately enter into a full controlled plank or a long extended stretch. To transition gracefully, begin by gently lifting your knees completely off the reformer apparatus. That's absolutely perfect. Carefully extend your legs fully back behind you. Very good. Now, slightly raise your hips with control. You have the option to either pull in towards your center or push out firmly through your hands, engaging your core into that long, deep stretch. Gently drop your hips slightly, that's absolutely perfect, and then smoothly pull it back in towards your starting point. Great job. This is the advanced and indeed long plank version. It's more demanding on both your arms, requiring significant effort, and your core, which needs to be fully engaged. Let's finish with 2 more repetitions. This is the very last one. Gently and slowly lower your knees down to the mat. That's great. Now carefully sit back onto your heels. There are currently 2 green springs on the reformer. Let's do one more arm variation exercise. Please remove 1 green spring and then sit facing either the straps or the foot bar. You have the option to sit kneeling or with your legs comfortably crossed, or even with your legs extended straight forward in front of you. Now carefully grab the short straps. Hold the short straps, extend your arms forward, palms facing up. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and do a bicep curl toward your face. Inhale, release. Great. The higher your shoulders are positioned, the more challenging this particular movement becomes. Keep your shoulders down, actively pulling them away from your ears. Excellent. If you are seeking a more advanced and challenging version of this exercise, then on your very next slow and controlled inhale, gently and smoothly rise up onto your knees, ensuring your core remains engaged and stable throughout the transition. Now, with precision and focus, perform the exact same movement as before. A powerful bicep curl, feeling the full contraction in your arm muscles. This modification will intensify the workout. Great job, keep up the excellent work. Again, aim for 6 to 8 repetitions in your workout routine. Let's do 2 more exercises. This is the very last one. Stay in this precise position for the next challenging exercise, the chest expansion. Hold on to the short straps firmly. Inhale deeply, extending your arms out in front of you. Exhale slowly, pressing your arms back with control, truly feeling your shoulder blades engage and activate. Inhale, gently return to the starting position. Exhale, your arms go back again, and then inhale to release the tension. Excellent work. Here, a gentle and controlled adduction of the shoulder blades is allowed and encouraged, as if you're slowly and deliberately squeezing a small tennis ball between them. Inhale deeply to gently release. That's truly amazing. This particular exercise can also be effectively done in a comfortable seated position if you prefer a slightly simpler variation of the movement. Perform the exact same precise movement. For the full, more advanced option, press your arms deliberately back, and as you slowly exhale, gently rise to a kneeling position. Then carefully sit down and bring your arms smoothly forward as you deeply inhale. Let's do 2 more repetitions. Well done, excellent work. Finish with the very last repetition. Perfect. Release. Now let's take a moment to stretch a bit. Switch to a yellow spring. This is the lightest tension available. We'll carefully stretch the legs on the right side of the reformer. Your right foot goes comfortably under the foot bar screw. Your left foot is placed firmly against the shoulder rest, and the left knee is gently placed on the reformer itself. Relax completely here. Take a deep, calming breath. Place your hands flat on the platform. Exhale slowly, and then glide smoothly forward, extending your left leg fully. Keep breathing deeply and consistently throughout this stretch. Hold this static stretch for a few seconds, allowing your muscles to lengthen. Keep the pelvis in a neutral position if possible, gently pressing the left hip forward. Excellent. If you'd like, extend your right arm forward and slowly rotate your torso to the right. Look toward your hand, consciously pulling the scapula down your back. Very nice. You are doing great. Return your hand smoothly and deliberately to the support. Another variation of this exercise, deeply inhale, then slowly exhale, and gently shift your hips back while carefully extending your right leg. Great. You can then consciously lift your toes and gradually shift your weight onto the heel to effectively open and stretch the hamstrings and hip flexors. Perfect. Carefully and deliberately return to the very center of your mat. I personally like to smoothly transition back onto all fours, finding a stable and grounded position on the reformer. Gently sit back onto your heels, allowing your knees to comfortably spread apart. Extend your arms slowly and purposefully forward onto the platform in front of you. As you exhale, gently press away from the platform, feeling a beautiful lengthening sensation through your entire spine, allowing your head to softly drop and relax between your shoulders, and then deeply breathe in and out. Inhale deeply, then return smoothly to the starting position and carefully move to the left side of the reformer apparatus. Place your left foot securely by the foot bar and gently slide your right leg back behind you, extending it fully. Gaze softly and calmly forward. If this particular position feels too intense or uncomfortable, try placing your forearms firmly on the foot bar to help maintain your spine's proper alignment and provide additional support. Great. Now, carefully watch your pelvis. You should gently shift the right hip slightly to the side and subtly up. Excellent work. Now extend your left arm forward, rotate to the left, and look back at your hand. Pull the left scapula down. Return to the starting position, shift the hips back, extend the left leg, and come onto your heel. Everyone works within their own range. Great. Inhale as you return to center. That was our beginner reformer class. You're welcome. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to your comments. Thank you, and see you in the next video.